Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It is Brittany Jade here. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I know it has been incredibly long since I updated. My last pregnancy update was about a month and a half, 2 months ago. And I don't even remember what week I was. I'm gonna have to probably check and include that. But right now I am 29 weeks and 3 days pregnant. So I thought that I would catch you guys up on 28, 29 weeks, my entry into the third trimester. So if you're interested in hearing all about my entry to the third trimester and those weeks, then go ahead and please keep on watching. All right, so before I hop into this video, I did just want to let you guys know that if you're somebody who's really interested in keeping up to date with me, please make sure that you're following me on my Instagram. I'll have that linked right here below. It's Brittany Jade Anthony _, and that is where I just keep everyone updated on like my day-to-day life, my diet, my supplements that I take, how things are transitioning with the nursery, with our house, everything that, you know, it's just like day to day that I don't necessarily get to post here on YouTube. I have linked there, so make sure that you're following me and send me a DM or say hello so that I can follow you back and follow your pregnancy or your life as well. So I did want to get a little bit into week 29. So currently I am 29 weeks and 3 days, and I have my iPad here just with some notes. So it says that the baby flower is the size of a cauliflower, and the baby weighs in at 2.5 pounds and is 38.6 centimeters long, so pretty big. I am going to include a belly update for you guys just so that you can see, but yes, the baby is really active now. I can definitely feel him or her moving around, squirming around a lot. And like I said, a lot has changed since my last pregnancy update. I think I was updating you guys on pregnancy-induced carpal tunnel and tingling and numbness in my legs and stuff like that. I'm not necessarily getting those anymore. I did start seeing a chiropractor, and I definitely recommend that to anyone who's experiencing any pain like that. It definitely worked for me, and I love seeing my chiropractor. I go once every other week now. At first I went, for the first 4 weeks, I went once a week. You can go more or less, it just kind of depends. That's just the plan that my chiropractor had worked out for me. So I went once a week for 4 weeks straight, and then I kind of timed it out to where it's once every other week. And I'm also seeing a massage therapist for prenatal massage, which is awesome. Also definitely recommend that. I feel that this pregnancy has been like the hardest on my body physically. Instead of my other 2 pregnancies before this, I realized, you know, or I guess I thought that losing a bunch of weight, being 100 pounds lighter, that it would be a lot easier for me to be pregnant, but unfortunately that's just not the case. My joints are way stiffer, my body feels way heavier than it did before. I'm not experiencing any like swelling or anything like that. However, I am constantly in pain. It's getting really uncomfortable for me to sleep. And yeah, so it's just been pretty intense. So I definitely recommend the chiropractor and the prenatal massage if that is something that you guys are experiencing, like just overall aches and pains. It's awesome. If you have any low back pain, the chiropractor does the spinal adjustments on me and the hip adjustments, and it is life, I tell ya. Another thing that's changed since my last video, I'm not nauseous anymore. My all day / morning sickness or whatever, it's completely gone now. I don't really have any issues with that. I'm eating really frequently. I am going to be posting like a typical what I eat in a day during the work week video here pretty shortly if I haven't already. So I will definitely keep you guys updated on how my diet's changed thus far into pregnancy. I've really been trying to stay on track just because in previous pregnancies, I've gained a ton of weight. This time around, so I started off at 147 pounds, and right now I'm 171 pounds. So that is 24 pounds that I've gained so far, which isn't horrible. I'm not beating myself up about it. I've got about 11 weeks left in this pregnancy, so I'm just trying to ride the wave and not feel super guilty about any weight gain, because I know that this is all for baby. And weight during pregnancy, as long as you're not like overdoing it and overindulging in super bad things, like the weight is supposed to gain. It's how you give the baby fat, and it's home, so you are supposed to gain weight. But it is still a mental thing for me. As you guys know, like I mentioned, I did lose a bunch of weight, so it's always like a mental battle for me, losing that much weight and then having to see the number creep back up on the scale. So it's been an adjustment, but I am learning to be at peace with it and just be happy with it and just be, you know, like this is okay right now. I can deal on my Project Comeback body after the baby is here and after I get settled into breastfeeding. Which brings me into my next thing. I did actually go and see a lactation specialist. I had a meeting with her yesterday actually, just so that I could go over my plan with breastfeeding and where I see myself in this breastfeeding journey that I'm about to start and attempt again. With my previous 2 pregnancies, I actually failed miserably at breastfeeding. I did not produce enough milk. I had a horrible time with my son. It was a latch issue. He was tongue-tied, and with my daughter, she was a lazy eater, and we started supplementing way too early, and I didn't really get a chance to have my milk supply come in. With my new birthing plan this time and working with midwives and just kind of going a more holistic route, also with being 100 pounds lighter and getting my iron issue up to date, making sure that I'm staying up on all of my supplements and everything's kind of balanced. I'm hoping and praying that with the help of a lactation consultant and my midwives and all of those other factors, that I will definitely be more successful at breastfeeding. So if you guys have any tips on breastfeeding or how to increase your milk supply, leave those down below. I did work out with a lactation consultant that right after I give birth to the baby, I'm going to be starting a supplement called Goat's Rue, which is just like a natural kind of thing similar to like fenugreek and stuff like that to help increase milk supply. So I'm going to be doing that along with taking fenugreek. So I'll be taking 3 pills 3 times a day, smelling like maple syrup. If you've ever taken fenugreek before, it's kind of funny. And then I'm also going to start incorporating lactation cookies and the milk, the nursing milk right away, just so that in the first few days, like I can really start, you know, producing that milk that I have failed to produce in the past. I have been able to hand express recently and see that milk is already coming, which is a good sign because I never had that before in any previous pregnancy. So I'm really hoping that if I just stay the course and I just try and keep my stress levels down and I stay on top of everything I'm supposed to, that I can have a positive experience this time. So keep me in your prayers for that, definitely. But that is something that has recently happened. Let's see, another thing. I just had my last midwife's appointment on Friday evening where I took my gestational diabetes test, and they did just call me with the results and I passed with flying colors. Yay! My number was at a 79 and I needed to be under 140. So I did extremely well. And let me tell you, I did not eat perfect. I had like 3 donut holes that morning at work before the test because I couldn't take my test until 5 o'clock. So they say the 1-hour test is not fasting, and I did not have to drink that glucola drink. Working with midwives, I just got to drink grape juice, which was really nice because although it has the same amount of sugar, or that's what they say, it wasn't absolutely disgusting. It didn't make me feel really bad. I was really nervous that I was gonna fail the test because when I was pregnant with my daughter, I did fail the 1 hour and pass the 3-hour, but I was super nervous that I was going to fail this test just because I had been indulging in like carbs and ice cream and, you know, all of the bad things that they say you're not supposed to eat. But my midwives did assure me that it really doesn't matter what your diet is because gestational diabetes forms from the placenta. So, you know, I just feel really fortunate and glad that I passed with flying colors, and that, you know, everything about this pregnancy is so different than my last 2 in terms of my weight and how the doctors or midwives view my overall health as it relates to my weight, because I've always been super overweight with the other 2, and this is the first time I've started pregnancy at a healthy weight. So they have not pressured me about how much weight I've gained. They haven't even really asked. I mean, it just has not been an issue or a concern. So it's just been such an adjustment for me. And so I think that's really interesting. Baby is super active in here. The baby moves a lot. The baby's moving right now as I'm saying this. Like I can actually see the baby moving like on the outside, which is crazy. The baby kicks, excuse me, and jumps and like kicks things off. When I have my iPad like on my stomach, it'll like kick it or something. And so it's just been really funny to like feel the movements. That's one of my favorite parts of pregnancy in this stage, is just feeling the movements and, you know, just being able to really connect with this little human being. We are still team green, so we still don't know the gender of the baby. However, I have been getting my nesting instincts, definitely. I've been cleaning this house like a mad woman. I did start setting up the nursery. I might include a little clip of what we've got so far right here. And if I do, you can see that. And if I don't, then I will definitely be uploading a nursery tour towards the end when I get everything kind of situated. But we did go with something kind of bold, and I really like it. I feel like I can dress it up and make it a little bit more girly for a girl, or I can make it a little bit more masculine for a boy. But we're really not into like the whole like blue is for boy, pink is for girl kind of thing. We kind of just go with whatever personality we feel like our child has. So you know, it is what it is. I think that the nursery is really gender neutral. It could go for either gender. So as far as clothes go and things like that, like I haven't really purchased anything for the baby. I purchased one outfit, and it is a girl outfit, but the outfit is in the same theme as the room. So I had to get it. And if it's not a girl, then oh well. I have a sister-in-law who's having a baby like a month after me, and she's having a girl, so I'll just give it to her. So yeah, there's that. And let's see what else. So my midwife sent me this book that I wanted to share with you guys. I printed it off because she sent it in PDF format. It's called Your No Bullshit Back to Basics Guide on How to Birth Like a Boss, and it's by Angela Gallo. And I mean, it was a really quick read. I think there's 27 pages in here. And basically, I mean, this was a super quick read. Like it took me like a couple hours tops. And it basically just gives you like a lot of tips on how to birth your baby like a boss, essentially. It gives you tips and tricks on how to prepare yourself for birth. I am planning to do a natural home birth, and so I was really looking for some resources on how to feel confident during my birthing experience, and I feel like this book really just kind of helped give me the nudge that I needed. It also included here lots of healthy recipes in the back, and then it also had this page with cool birth mantras that I could cut out and tape around my house, which I thought was nice. You were made to do this, birth with confidence. Every surge is contraction, but if you don't want to use the word contraction, you can use surge. Every surge is a reminder of the powerful alliance between your baby, your mind, your body, and your womb. Enjoy that energy, do not fear it, and the reward far outweighs the effort, which I love these little printouts. I have little cards from my doula already printed out and like put in my bathroom and on the refrigerator and things like that. So I'm just really trying to focus on mentally preparing myself for birth and just kind of creating my atmosphere. I am starting to get all of my home birth like my little home birth kit situated right now, which is gonna include like a bunch of towels and extra sheets. And I'll definitely go over how we're planning to set up our bed, set up our living area, because we are gonna have the birthing pool set up downstairs, and then our master bedroom is on the second floor. So I'll show you how I prepare both spaces, because I really don't know until labor happens if I'll be able to have the baby in the tub, which would be awesome because water does make me feel really calm. But if for some reason I'm not able to, I will have upstairs set up and ready to go for us as well. And so that is that with my birthing plan. Everything is on track. I am currently going to start meeting with my midwives every 2 weeks now. I only have 7 more appointments, you guys, scheduled. 7 more appointments, and then the baby should be here. It is going by so incredibly fast. I'm so excited. Novalie, my daughter, is super excited. Taylor's excited. We're all just super anxious and ready to meet this little person and to see who I've been carrying all this time. And you know, overall, I'm feeling really great. I just wanted to come on here really quickly, update everybody on how I've been doing, apologize that it's been so long since I've updated my YouTube on my pregnancy. I have just been overwhelmingly busy. Me and my husband just actually sodded and landscaped our entire backyard ourselves, which was a feat. It's so sore. Like, I was out there laying sod at like 29 weeks pregnant, guys, and it's just been crazy, you know, but we're like new homeowners and we're just trying to like get everything as much as we can possible ready for this house before the baby arrives. And so that's where we're at today, guys. Thanks so much for checking out this video. If you're pregnant, or if you have any resources or tips for me about breastfeeding or setting up your house for a baby or natural births, I love natural birth vlogs. If you have any good ones, please leave them down in the comments below. If you have any other resources like that, send me an email or send me a DM on Instagram or leave them in the comments below. Let me know how your pregnancy's going. And if you have a channel here, definitely let me know in the comments so that I can go check out your channel. I love other vlogging moms, pregnancy channels, life and family channels, the works. So thanks so much for tuning into this video, guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening and week. Bye.